everyone, it's Talia here. Welcome back to another video on my channel. I have some new releases for you today from Clear Jelly Stamper for this past month. I actually want to say that some of these new releases are from last month too, but I didn't have them all yet to show you, so I'm going to show you now. And I'm going to start off by saying right off the bat, this is a really good month for releases. Some plates that I feel like are versatile all year round. Some plates that I feel like Clear Jelly Stamper was kind of missing and I'm excited to see. So let's waste no time, let's dive in. We're going to talk about all the plates.
The first plate up is a collaboration plate, and this is called CJS Let's Collab number 76, Namaste India. So a lot of really nice embellishments on this one. CJS number 99. This one is called Paisley Princess. I know many people have been waiting for an all paisley print plate. The nice thing about this one is there's some smaller embellishments, but then there's some really big ones. I love this lace print paisley one. I think that you can get a lot of looks with this. It'll be great for basically all year round. CJS 126. This one is called Strut Your Tail Feathers, and it is an all peacock themed plate. I personally love this. I used to do peacock nails on my clients all the time, and so to see a really nice peacock plate from Clear Jelly Stamper, I was so excited for this. This is actually what obviously the tutorial is going to be about, is using this particular plate because I was so excited for it and I thought it'd be great for fall time coming up too. CJS 150. This is called Anchors Away, and this is a pirate themed plate. We do have another pirate themed plate from Clear Jelly Stamper as well, but what I like about this one is that it's almost kind of like a Pirates of the Caribbean themed plate because we do have like the black pearl and a whole bunch of other really fun embellishments on this one. This plate here, number CJS 166, I am so excited to use. I cannot wait to design a set featuring this plate as well. This one is called Mermazing, and it is an entire ocean / mermaid themed plate. So this one is kind of one of their signature layered images. It's not the outlines, and you get some really cool looks when they do this with their plates. Number 198, this one is called Make Waves. It is also another ocean plate, but more featured around the wave images. So there's a lot of really big images on this plate, but also some really nice small ones. The outlines would be fantastic for watercoloring as well. CJS 212. This is called I Melt for Summer, and this is an all summer themed plate. I like that there's a lot of treat images on here too. This is a really nice well-rounded plate. Actually would be good for ocean nails, summertime, drinks. There's a lot of variety to this plate, so if you're looking for just one plate with a lot of versatility to it, that might be this one. Two of the medium-sized plates, CJS 152. This is called Hey Bartender, and it is an all drink themed plate. This one would be one that would be good for all year round, not just summer specifically. And the very last plate, this is CJS 182. It is called One in a Melon, and it is just an all watermelon themed plate. I think this one's going to be popular for sure. I really wanted to use this peacock themed plate, and this is the design that I came up with. So it features a bunch of marbling and then obviously some really fun layered stamps. Sometimes if I'm unsure where to start with a design, but I know I want to do a theme like this one with the peacock nails, I like to use the little inserts here to kind of get some ideas of what would look good on the nails. I know I want to do some full image nails. I also really like this top kind of peacock image at the very top that's green, and I love the swirls. Some of the colors that I'm going to be using are from Coco & Claire, their Beach Babe Summer collection, and I will leave listed in the description box below all the shades I actually end up using from that collection. But I have a whole video up talking about this particular collection, and the glitters are kind of a metallic glitter, and they're very, very concentrated, but you do want to work thin with them. Put the purple one all over the thumbnails, and then I'm going to go in with this one, number 338, Rock the Boat, and it is a really nice bluish kind of indigo purple shade. Mostly it leans a little bit more blue though, and I'm going to put this one all over the pinky nails. And I like to work in 2 thin coats with these, like I said, but your second coat, you really don't have to do too much with it because they are very, very concentrated on their own. I'm going to do some marbling on the other nails, and I'm going to use this one, number 336. It's a really nice yellowy gold color. I'm also going to use this really nice green color. Again, all of these are from that particular collection. I'm also going to use number 138, and it's called Uber Beach. It's a nice white milky color, but it has some silver flecks of glitter in it too. So I'm working on a marble background for the pointer finger, middle finger, and the ring finger, and I end up doing them all kind of a little bit different because I wasn't too sure which ones I liked better. So this one here, I'm actually going to go in and marble all of the shades. I didn't really love this kind of look with it, and you'll see what I ended up changing it to as well. But again, make sure you're doing your best to work really thin with this because you don't want it to be too bulky, and also you don't want to have problems with them curing. Moving on to the middle finger here, I decided to go in with the white first and then put some of the shimmery colors on top of it. And I do end up marbling this one again, and this is where I was kind of like, hey, I'm not really liking how the actual swirl together looks like, and I'll show you what I ended up doing down the road too. And I personally preferred that look a little bit more, but some of these nails are going to get covered up with a stamp, so it doesn't overly matter what the background ends up looking like because it just kind of pokes through. I grabbed some of these blue kind of leaf flakes, and I decided to put these down as the base first so that I'd have a little bit of this poking through. So I was okay with doing this part as the base first because some of the blue kind of pokes through, especially with the white. But ultimately, I think I like the look of just kind of laying the colors on right beside each other, letting them kind of do their thing, and then going in and putting some leaf on top of the nails, which is what I ended up doing on some of them. But overall, I think this is a really fun look for a background. This is the nail here that I end up really liking. I'm just resting the colors kind of wet on wet, and you can see they start to bleed together a little bit, and I love that look. And then after it's cured, I'm going to go in with some of those blue leaves, just a little tiny bit of it, just to add a little bit more dimension. I'm just going to go in and put a thin matte top coat on so that I can stamp on top of a nice smooth surface. I'm just going to go over some of the tools that I'll be using. So this is the Clear Jelly Stamper Big Bling. They have it in pink and they have it in clear. I like to use this stamper specifically when I am working with larger images. All you really have to do to prep these stampers is just run them over top of their sticky pad and they're ready to go. I usually do this before I start stamping. Initially, I grabbed number 2 and number 51 because I thought that's all I was going to be using for this stamping image. I thought that I was just going to be putting this gold one on the side of the thumbnail like this, but then after I stamped it down, I thought it was too plain and definitely wanted to go in and fill in the middles. So I grabbed this really pretty teal color, number 101, and I'm going to stamp this down in the centers. Now, I had a really tough time lining this up. So I stamped down one little image and realized it was completely crooked. So I pulled it up, took my time trying to figure out where it was supposed to be. And once I figured that out, I pushed it down and I just held it there. So if you do take a while to stamp your images, you can just hold them down a little bit longer and usually they will transfer, but if they don't, you'll just have to redo it. But more often than not, if you just hold it for a while, it will transfer. I decided to grab this really nice brown one for the centers of this image as well. Moving on to the pinky nails, I am going to do the exact same thing, but I decided to mix the centers up a little bit. So for this particular one, I'm going to go in with a purple center and then the brown one on top of that as well. Again, just take your time lining these up, especially if like you're kind of finding it a little bit of a hassle to kind of get them down there. And then just go slow and hold it. Hold it a little bit longer. I left this in real time so you guys could see exactly how long I hold it for. For the pointer finger and the middle finger, I knew that I wanted to do some white accents to kind of tone down the marbling a little bit, and I loved this swirl. So on this finger, I'm going to have the swirl go up in the corner of the nail, and then on the other finger, I'm going to have it go down in the corner. It'll make a little bit more sense when they're all kind of lined up. And on the ring finger, I knew I wanted to do this full image here. I decided to do it in gold first, but I also wasn't too sure how I was going to feel about that. So then I decided to try it with white and see which one I liked a little bit better, and I ended up really liking the white one, but I wouldn't have wanted to do the white on all of the nails. So I like that it just went on this full ring fingernail instead. I was actually doing this set with Ivory sitting in front of me, and I was like, do you think I should put some Swarovski crystals on it? And she's like, it's not one of your designs if you don't. So I ended up putting some on the ring finger. This was really the only nail that I thought I could put some on, that it wouldn't get too camouflaged. The crystal colors that I grabbed are purple velvet, blue zircon, and I believe it was topaz is the yellow one. And I'm just putting them down as like a cuticle cluster with a big one in the middle, which is an SS20, and then surrounded by some SS12s or SS9s depending on the crystal. My very last step is to top gloss these nails, and I wanted to leave this part in for the majority of them because it just looks so good once you get some top gloss on. We have some metallic glitter base, and then we have some metallic stamping on top of it. This would have looked good done in white too. It really would have popped if it was done on white. But these nails, these ring fingers, were my favorite ones in this set. I just think it looks so beautiful with the colors just kind of popping through like that. I actually thought about putting that image on all of the nails and taking the swirl off, but I didn't want to completely camouflage all of it, and I also feel like that full peacock image can kind of take over the nails if you let it, so the swirls just give it a really nice touch on these nails as well. And this is the design all put together. I really love how this turned out. It just kind of brought me back to when I used to work full-time on clients, because a lot of people would end up getting this peacock design. This design is actually available in our custom press-on gel nail shop, so you can order it, and all of the nail designs in the shop are customizable for color, nail length, and nail shape.
Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Definitely comment below and let me know if you've picked up any of these new plates, or tag me on Instagram because I'd love to see what you come up with them as well. Make sure you're following me on all my social media, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!